Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Athletics. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. To short, could be two. Feed to second, that's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Hideki Matsui.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the four-hole, Hideki Matsui. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The 2-2. Next offering is outside.
3-2, two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Seiya Suzuki waiting to hit for the Cubs. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Cubs leave one, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in St. Louis, and on the hill for the Cubs, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Sends it across to first. And Acuña retired. And time now to check out the A's lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And he takes a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes a nice running catch. 2 away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Here's Contreras now.
Ball two.
And it's even up. Yamamoto sends him packing. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started, and now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball. Jimenez throw to first. And quickly one away in the second.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And up next for Chicago, Kazuo Oka. Next offering way upstairs.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And now it's even up.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the rookie first baseman. Out to short. Throws to first in time. 2 away.
Batting it, the second baseman, Rory Nakamura.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Nakamura will hit next. Man on second, 2 down. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Arise. Snags it. And that is that. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Leading off, Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength, an ultra-fast arm, and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
Got him looking. 1 gone here.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
And now Jackson Chourio. And the next pitch is way outside. Second inning here, no score. There's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And right back to the mound. The throw to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Off-speed pitch, and it looked like he just continued his momentum towards home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
So 2 down now, and here is Wilyer Abreu. 2 out, space is empty. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's too low, and it's 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time, it's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
James throws across the diamond. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. No score. Back here in St. Louis, now here is Kyle Higashioka. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ichiro Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Man at second.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
That's to third. Suarez throw to first in time. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, Kazuo Matsui.
And next for the Cubs, Kazuo Matsui. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Late swing fouled off.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Over to first. That's out number 2.
Now back, designated hitter, Shohei.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Runner at second, 2 down. Next pitch is outside. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that misses. And that's ball 3. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And a base hit into right center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now a chance for Hideki Matsui. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Ohtani leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. And now Seiya Suzuki. Next one misses. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Now, Ezequiel Tovar. Outside. Out to short. Matsui throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Andres.
Here's Andres Jimenez. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering in the dirt. And a count 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Ronald Acuña Jr. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Luis Arraez stands in. Acuña runs. Throw to second. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, They successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
In the dirt, blocked. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Just missed the inside corner, and that's ball 3. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yamamoto.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
On to the 4th. Here's a big power threat. Kazuo Oka.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That missed inside. Counts full, 3-2. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at the commitment to make the play. Down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And here's the first baseman. In the air, right field. Acuna there. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Nori.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Nori Nakamura. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium, Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Yamamoto ready to fire now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's outside. The A's down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And the batter now, Jackson Chourio. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one down the line, and foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Now at the plate, Wilyer Abreu. Next pitch is outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The A's strand 1, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That clips the corner. Next offering upstairs. Headed down the line. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That's a little bit low. In the air, left field. Abreu pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Foul ball. This one in the air. Tovar makes the catch. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that one is in the dirt. And the count 2-1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Ezekiel Tovar up next for the A's. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Really showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
That misses. 2-2. The Cubbies leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground. And foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Chop to the right side, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And the A's are gone in order. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Shohei Ohtani. Sliced hard but foul. Next pitch, not close, up high. The A's bullpen has some movement. German Marquez up and throwing. Serpa, the power lefty, up as well. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Acuña has it sized up. And there's one away. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches.
The batter, the left fielder.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Hideki Matsui. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
A new arm into the game, the righty, German Marquez.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Two down, base is empty. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Back here in St. Louis, and here is Ronald Acuña Jr. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Luis Arias up next for the A's. The Athletics trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That's to third. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised if this isn't it for him.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Line to left. Gets down, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. Swings through that.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Top of inning number 7. So up now for Chicago, Kazuo Oka. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
Now batting, number 5.
And now the first baseman. Fastball for a strike at 95. And it skips into dirt. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one's deep. Forget it. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Base is empty, 1 away, and up next for Chicago, Nori, and that one is downstairs. Ball 2. Time asked for at the plate prior to the 2-1 pitch. So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Akinori Iwamura.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Check swing, went around. And now 2-2. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Contreras on to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And that one hammered. Going back on this one. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Herman Marquez.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Angel Serpa.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two outs, nobody on. Ichiro Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And now 2 balls and a strike. Check swing, called strike. The next offering misses, and it's a full count.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning, here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. And that's in the dirt.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of it. Feels like almost every at-bat has gone full. They've worked a full count 6 different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Now the left fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And there's a hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio.
One down. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto done for the night. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Yu Darvish. He's making his second appearance of the season. So a walk puts runners at first and second, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Now it's the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. The tying run at the plate. That's smacked down a line to center. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Next up for the A's, Andres Jimenez. With the tying run at the plate, you're the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. And that is the inning. A's strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. For the top of the 8th, now the number 2 hitter, Kazuo Matsui.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Jimenez throw to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. That's down and in. Activity in the bullpen. Eduardo Rodriguez, the left-hander, up and throwing. Bizzardo, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Off the mark there, and the count is 3-1. Smoked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Hideki Matsui.
2 outs, base is empty. Hideki Matsui, the next Cub to hit. And there's a ball. That misses the zone. Now 3-1. Seiya Suzuki on deck for the Cubs. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. But they lead at 3-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the 8th. Here's Acuña now. The A's in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Going to count 1 and 2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Luis Arraez up next for the A's. Darvish kicks, delivers. On the ground to third. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The Cubs leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Really important at bat coming up now.
Anthony Santander up next for the A's. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That does it for you, Darvish.
Now pitching.
Yuki Matsui takes over on the mound, and he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. In there at the knees for a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Higashioka gathers, throws to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. The A's strand one. Still down 3-0.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Edward Bizardo.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Dives, and he can't hang on. He beats the throw, and he's out at first.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
So, man aboard, Kazuo Oka. Chris, baseball today. So many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count's even at 2.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Runner on the go. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there. Didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
And here's the first baseman. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On a pinch run, Brooks Baldwin. Perez over at second. Baldwin at first with no outs. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next pitch misses inside. And the count now even up. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the ninth. And And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Akinori Iwamura, the next Cub to hit. 1-1 now. That one is upstairs. That one fouled off. 2-2. Two on, one out. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got him. That K is his third of the game. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. We head to the bottom of the ninth. And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout. Roki Sasaki on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Sasaki.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field.
The left fielder, number 52, Wilyer.
Here's the left fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
First and second, no outs. Next up for the A's, Eugenio Suarez. Tying run at the plate. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. Ground ball left side. Throws to second for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So they're down to their final out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. The Athletics down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup, never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs. But it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.